All right, we are at Nats and at the launch side event because I wasn't good enough to play at Nats, but here we are. I've got Briar going, got a whole set of gear, got the hat, not the Earth hat, but Deep Blue's awesome, the Merca Lightning's awesome, the suede hides, I got the Ideal shoes, and I got a bunch of cool stuff. I got Earth stuff, I got Lightning stuff. So, Earth War Surge, what? And we got some side stuff. Lightning stuff, Lightning stuff, Earth stuff. This is an Earth card. So, you got a red steel blade, that's gonna be good. That's great. So, I don't know, guys. I'm gonna try to do better at this event. We'll see what happens. This card, is it playable in Briar? I really don't know. I don't know. It's a defensive card. It's supposed to be an Oldham card, but it's a rare. I'm gonna stick with my gut and try it out. So yeah, a good balance. I've got the Briar cards that need fusing. I've got the Element cards that fuse. So Invigorate, I heard from the pros, you gotta play this card because it just adds to stuff. It's non-elemental action. It's like cost 0. It's a starter. So I don't know. What do you guys think of this build? I've got six Lightning Briar cards. 6 in Lightning, a lot of red, which is good. I've got, how many attacks? I've got 7. One of them is a non-attack. 7 Earth Briar cards, right? I've got some mana and a poor defense reaction. I've got 2 Singeing Steel Blades and Invigorate. I think I'm playing 32. I've got 8 cards to fuse with, right? 8 cards to fuse with, and 7 cards on the Lightning. So we'll see. All right, guys, see what happens. Well, we're on round 1. I just played Tiffany. We had a good game. It was very, very close. It's down to 2-0, and she was at 1 before. Such a cop-out card, right?
Yeah.
Bramble
Arcane
Spark,
damage is just stupid.
and then Ball Light. She just said it herself. Arcane damage is stupid. And wow, she really knew her way around her deck, and it was amazing. She's like, no, you can't do that. You forgot your trigger. You did this. And I'm like, oh my god. She's just, she could definitely outplay me. I think you just didn't have an ideal pull and not like all the gear and whatnot, right?
Yeah, but it was, I mean, it's hard going against arcane damage either way against Briar, so you can't stop it. And even with the runaways, you can't stop it, so
absolutely.
There's not much you can do. LSS.
So, Tiffany, what brought you into the game, and what do you think about this set, and when did you start?
I started in Monarch. I actually got into the game watching Rudy's videos.
Rudy's, me too.
Yeah.
That's how it happened.
And I was like, so at my LGS, they had Crucible of War for $400, first edition.
Oh.
And I was like, that's stupid.
That's
like,
stupid
Pokemon's
money.
not even that high yet. And Pokemon's been around for 20 years. And then my LGS was like, hey, you should play in our pre-release. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Hidden Fortress.
Hidden Fortress.
But yeah, they got me to play, and then I loved the game. So I started at Monarch. And
awesome.
Ever since then, I've been grinding it out.
Grinding it out, yeah. It just feels, by this interaction, it feels like you've got your reps down. You're like, I know this, I know that. You don't want to do this trigger. You want to do that actually. No, it's great. It's great. I'm learning as I go along because I don't have nearly the reps.
Yeah.
Now, since we're drafting this set, what do you think about Tales of Aria?
I really like Tales of Aria. It's just the one problem I have is the arcane barrier, which I wish they would have done like one equipment with arcane barrier.
Okay.
Other than that, art is great. The Runeblade action is awesome. I love Oldham, but sometimes it's just very hard to seal Oldham.
Yeah.
You know,
it feels like a Briar world unlimited.
Yes.
And the guys playing Nationals, I'm hearing there's a lot of Briar in that as well.
Yeah.
Right?
And I played my Bolton deck against a few Briars, and it just, you get destroyed.
Yep.
And I can't figure out how to beat it just yet. So it'll take some time.
Yeah.
And hopefully Oldham will be better, you know?
Awesome. Well, good game. Have a great rest of the event.
Thank you. Good
Appreciate
luck.
it. Hey guys, round 3 of the first sealed event at Nats. Playing against Michael. We just ended our round. It was a really interesting way to end the game. The Bramble Spark, and then I played an Electrify, and we had to call a judge because it was complicated. Does the arcane damage trigger the hit or not? And the judges ruled no, and we had a little bit of a conversation about it. But thankfully, it triggered the embodiment of lightning, and then the Rosetta Thorn made a 2-3 game, got him down to 0 with the arcane damage. So it was a great game. But before I let you go, Michael, what do you think about the calling, the Nats, and Flesh and Blood in general?
It's my first calling. It's my first big event. So it's a lot of fun. Really great energy here. I'm glad to be playing a lot of sealed. I'm going to do some drafts later. My Briar deck came up pretty well. I'm definitely a little envious of the full suite of equipment over there.
I got lucky. I'm not a good player at all because I don't know the rules, but I got lucky.
In that I got my channel Mount Heroic on
He played
turn
that.
one.
He got like two cards off of that. 2 + 3 cards
It's
off
only
of that.
in here to block and to be in my opening hand.
Yep,
So I got it this game, but my follow-up turn was not great because I think you can get in for like 15 damage.
It was. I mean, that's what Briar does. It's crazy. Feast or famine. You get the right draw and you can fuse, and that's what it is. But we were exchanging blows, 0 to 2. What do you think about Flesh and Blood and Tales of Aria in general?
I think Tales of Aria Sealed is an interesting game because it's like you have the 50% Briars and the 50% non-Briars. I think everyone wants to be on the non-Briar team.
Okay.
No one wants to be a part of the pack,
Yeah.
which I tried.
But
I looked
it's
at my
tough.
ultimate pool and
Yeah.
I said, but I have 3 Majestics I can go in my Briar deck. So,
All right.
but I want to do some more drafts. I think drafts are a little bit more interesting.
Awesome. Michael, have a great rest of the event, and it was great playing you, man.
Okay. Good game, man.
Watch Fabled Hunters. So we're here in the last round of the sealed event. I just played Matthew, Michael's brother, right? Small world, right? And we were 3 to 1. It went down to 0 because. Do you want to go through the sequence again?
Well, I mean, really just. I mean, we were both low. We were
both low.
Basically, just hanging on.
Yep.
You came at me with only a Singeing Steel Blade, so I felt like I had a pretty good return here.
You did.
But you had the sigil.
I blocked with the sigil, and
Pinged me
that
for
was
one.
it.
Yeah.
So it was a great match. It was close. Briar
Yeah,
versus
yeah.
Briar. So Matthew, what do you think about Flesh and Blood? What do you think about being at the Nationals?
Flesh and Blood's great. I used to play a lot of Netrunner.
Okay.
The LCG.
Yep.
And so that kind of died down, obviously when they discontinued it. And so I've been looking for another game. Like Magic doesn't really do it for me.
Right.
So
Me
it's,
too. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's kind of similar in like, you both have an ID. You play as like an entity, character, or corporation. So it's a lot more like interaction.
Yep.
It's a lot more like interpersonal where it's going back and forth. So yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of fun.
Okay. Anything you want to say about Tales of Aria or how you got into Flesh and Blood outside, or do you collect anything, or do you hold any product?
I'm not a collector.
Okay.
I have a bad habit of wanting to play everything, so I end up having a large collection, but I'm not like in it for the money or.
Of course.
Like
That's what collecting's about. Investing is if you're in it for the money, right?
Yeah.
So I just like holding on to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Fabled Hunters, where this will be featured,
Yeah.
talks about that, just going through that journey. Everybody's got a different journey. I think this is so much more of a beautiful journey than what I experienced in Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
So I really hope, Matthew, you'll also
yeah.
experience the same thing. Are you going to play at the Calling tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be in the call. Yeah.
Where are you going to play?
I'm playing Lexi.
Lexi, sexy Lexi.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I'm playing Dorinthia only because I didn't have enough time to build a new deck.
Yeah.
It was either going to be Prism or Lexi, but I'm playing a 3-month-old Dorinthia build. I'm going to get stomped, but it'll be so much fun.
Yeah, I don't really have too high hopes. I've been practicing against my brother Mike.
He was a good player.
He's on Bravo.
Yeah.
So like, it's rough. It's rough. And it's like you try so hard.
And he can nullify all that damage, right?
Loading all these arrows, and it's just like, oh, it's dominate spinal, or like tear asunder. It's like I have to work so hard to
get it.
my damage through, and then you just come and like.
Yep. It's hard playing these lady characters, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Well, Matthew, have a good rest of the event, and it was a nice
you
playing.
too. Yeah, you can.
Appreciate it.
I need your record of 4-0.
4-0.
Awesome. 250.
250. The first time I ever did this well. 4-0. That's not saint action. That's not. Thank you very much, Eric. Right?
Yeah.
Appreciate it. 250. 4-0.
So what's it like going
That's my
4-0,
one
Saint?
time. I don't even know what these tickets buy because I'm not used to winning tickets. And the few tickets I win, I usually give them away. I don't even know, but I'm just really happy I was able to win consistently. I think I got way too lucky getting a full suite of equipment. and just getting some really strong Briar cards. So really happy. What a great start. Well, I played a second event. I was in the double. I went 4-0 in the first one. I was at 3-0, and then I drew an all non-attack hand. I literally had 2 Bramble Sparks, like a lightning token, and like an Invigorate, and I couldn't play anything. I had to throw away Bramble Sparks just to get a darn attack. It sucked. So I went 7-1 for the day, 300 tickets. Still not bad, 7-1. Those are not saint numbers. Those are pretty solid numbers. Played out of my mind. A great first day at Nets. Hope to get a rare sheet. All right, we are back. It's been a crazy Nats day 1, and y'all know this FaBled hunter here went 7-1 inside of it. But the real big boys, the Tolarian dropouts. Come on, brothers. What did you guys do today?
You gotta start us off. Yeah, it was good. I started out 3-0 in my draft pod on Ice Lexi, which is pretty sweet. And then, I wound up going 6-2 on the day, finished 18th overall. It was pretty solid. Yeah, so it was good, man. I'm excited for tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Draft had a really fire draft. Didn't end up working out because I ran into 2 Oldhams, but constructed. I had a pretty fun run. Went 4 at the end of the day, and I'm gonna beat them calling.
Oh, nice. You gonna play calling?
Let's do calling. Hey, calling bros. Who are you playing in the calling? Natsu. Okay.
And I'm the dropout, the Tolarian dropout who dropped out after a 3-3 record. Wasn't worth the time. Draft was unfortunate for me. My pick 5, I had it in my head that I probably was not going to do very well in the Nationals. It's alright. I still try to bang it out. Got my first 2 wins in Classic Constructed. Played him against the mirror. Lost the dice roll. Lost the game. Scrubbed out. But it's all good. I'm going to jump in that calling with you as well.
Oh yeah, we got some calling bros in Atlanta. All right, so yeah, that's a good day 1. We will play the calling, and we will cheer on Mr. Seigel. Let's go. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. I used to do this for a living.
Thank you.
Really? We can clean it, right?
Oh my God, it's coming.
He's good.
It's not going to me, it's going to the office
Look
now.
what we got then! Look what we won! And I got to drink too!